What is up, everybody? My name is Brian, and you are listening to the Neat Marketing Podcast, where we teach business owners the basics of paid social traffic. Stay tuned because we have a great show for you guys today. We are on Facebook Live. So if you're hopping on live, please drop in the hashtag live in the comments. If you're watching this on replay, hashtag replay. You guys, today we're going to talk about how to create your first Facebook ad. So we've gone over how the campaigns work, how your ad set works. The ad set podcast was kind of iffy. The sound was kind of, I've been messing with some stuff. So, we'll make sure that today's a little bit better. I've been working on it today. So, let me just make sure I quit some stuff here just to be sure. And let's just get into it here. I'm gonna transition over, share my screen. Let me make sure I'm sharing my screen. Here I am. Cool. All right, guys. So as always, we're gonna go into our ad account. We're gonna open up our ad account here. It's gonna go into Ads Manager. Got a couple tabs open here. Now, once we open Ads Manager, you're going to have your campaign name here. Up on the top, you have these tabs here. You can go to the ad. Since this is the only ad we have open, or we only have, it's the only campaign we have. If you click on the campaign name here, you'll go to the ad set. It'll just go down. If you click on the ad set, it'll go to the ad. Now, this is helpful information for when you are, have multiple campaigns, multiple ad sets, multiple ads. And we'll go over what all these results mean. We're not running anything right now, so I'm not going to really go over that right now. But anyway, you want to click Edit right there in the middle. It's going to pull up this window here. Now, I said I was going to start an Instagram account for the podcast. I haven't done that yet, so don't worry about that. But once we link our Instagram accounts, which I'm going to actually probably show you guys how to link all that stuff next week. Once we link our Instagram account, you'll be able to run these ads on Instagram. But just for basic stuff here, and actually, once you do that, this is just going to automatically pop up. It should automatically pop up. Sometimes it doesn't, and sometimes, like in one of my business managers, like I have 6 businesses or 7 businesses in there, so I have to actually make sure I go in there and, here you can see 10 pages. So I have to make sure I choose the correct page. Some of those pages are just dummy pages that I created to mess around with. So we're just going to start with creating a basic ad from scratch. So once we've done all this other stuff, we're down to the ad level. You have these errors here on the right hand side. Now, if you're listening to this on the podcast, thank you, but you can follow along. Mark's on, Samantha's on, Jamie's on, John Kick It's on. Kick it. Alyssa, thank you guys for joining. And so here we go. Anyway, so what we want to do is we want to choose an image, right? So you have these options here. You have add image, single image with a video, multiple images, and collection. Collection, if you have featured collections, or if you want to show different items, like if you're doing e-commerce and stuff. Normally, I'd just stick with an ad image or carousel images, but we'll just do one, like if you have just a video or whatever. So go down here and click on, if it's an image, you have the option of doing image. If it's a video, you have the option of choosing a video or a slideshow. You can actually create a video from a slideshow, but we're going to do an image. Now I'm going to show you guys some cool tricks here. You have a couple different things. Excuse me. One, you can use an Instagram image. We don't have Instagram on there. You can use an account image if you've posted any account images. Like once you make a post, your images will show up in here. Same thing with Instagram. But anything you've uploaded, like for me, I've uploaded this 1080 by 1080 here, which is the standard Instagram pixel. It's 1080 by 1080 square. As you can see, it's right here. Now, Facebook gets really weird about the text in an image, like this text is probably too much, and I'll show you what happens when you do that. But anyway, you choose an image. Now check this out. If we want to change the image, this is what's cool. Actually, Facebook has a deal with I believe it's Shutterstock. So let's say that you wanted to use like a stock image. Let's see if podcast will show up. Yeah, check this out. So this image looks pretty cool. Let's use this one here. Now on here on the right hand side, you have like your review, like like what it looks like. But check that out. Like that's a badass picture actually. I might actually run an ad and use this. But anyway, you see how it's got the watermark? That's just so that you don't like steal these images from Facebook or from Shutterstock. And so they put that watermark on there, but actually when you run the ad, it doesn't show up. And you can actually, they give you the option to use it as a score image. That looks kind of funky. I don't like that. I like the other one, the other way around. You can actually crop the image if you want to. So if I really wanted to like change this, the way that this image was, I could do that as well. I like that there. And then this is cool. This is a newer feature. I can actually change the way that each ad looks for Instagram. This is very important when you're doing something for like stories, because story, like Facebook and Instagram story ads are natively they're 1080 by 1920. So they're the same dimensions as like a TV, which is 16 by 9, but it's the other way. So it's vertical. It's the same dimensions as you know, your like when you look at your phone, like if you turn it this way, that's why when you watch Netflix this way, like it looks like that. But when you turn it this way, it's the same dimensions. But you want to make sure that when you're doing anything, it's native. So when you're doing an ad where the same image is going to show up in multiple feeds, if you're going to do it in stories as well, because stories are converting really well right now, you just want to make sure that you are aware of that. You can change the way that they look. So that's kind of a cool new feature. It used to be you had to like actually create a new ad for each one. You don't have to do that anymore. You can actually just customize it by the ad placement. We're not going to turn it into a video. We're just going to send it to a website. Text wise, this is kind of cool too. Like if here, let me switch back over. You're going to be able to see in real time like this, actually all this stuff on the right hand side changing. So and you guys have all seen ads, like you see this little sponsored thing right there, right? So that's normal for ads. But anyway, so text, let's just say check out the latest episode of the most epic marketing podcast in the universe. That's badass copy right there, actually. It's not true, but it's whatever. And then the next thing you want to like see how it changes. The next thing you want to do is you want to put in your website. So www.anchor.fm/Meek Marketing Pod. There's no pixel on that page. We'll go over. I created a pixel. We can't track anything if I use this website because I don't own that website. But what I would most likely do in this situation is I can buy the website name, Meek Marketing Podcast, and then I could just create a website, or I could go into ClickFunnels, which I showed you guys the other day, and I should probably drop my ClickFunnels account in there so you guys can get 14 days for free. If you want 14 days free for ClickFunnels, just let me know and I'll send you guys the link to get that for free. And then I can create a pixel for that as well. But here it says Anchor FM. And then the Meek Marketing Podcast. What happens is it pulls like whatever the data is from that podcast or from that the metadata for that website. But I'm going to change the headline to most epic marketing podcast. And then the news link description, typically I just keep that the same as that's going to be what you see down here. This podcast is geared towards. let's just say, trust us. This will change your marketing forever. Perfect. So it only shows a little bit down here. And then you want to use a call to action. Now, there's like different thoughts. I just use learn more for the most part. Shop now if it's really deep in the funnel for e-commerce. Sign up, subscribe, all these things you can use. But typically learn more is a good one. We won't go over URL parameters or how to build the UTM stuff or anything like that. We have a pixel. I don't know why it's not attached. Oh, you know what? I know why it's not attached. It's just it's not on here. I haven't actually connected it to this account yet. But yeah, that's it, guys. I mean, like literally, what's this? Oh yeah, I don't care about it. That error is not going to matter right here because I don't have an Instagram account, so it won't let me run ads on Instagram. So I'll fix that later. But anyway, you'll get an error message if something's wrong. I can actually go into the ad set and I can turn off the placements here just so that error can go away, just so you guys can see what I'm talking about. Now we want to keep audience and everything else. And then I think that should take that error message away. Yeah, see the error message is gone now. So as you can see, like this ad's basically ready to rock. I don't know, most epic. Oh, here we go. Marketing podcast ever. So that's it. I mean, that's actually a pretty legit looking ad. So anyway, now this is for my podcast, obviously. I don't know if I'm going to run this. I like the way it looks, but I like the image more than anything else. I don't think I'm going to run this actually as an ad, but these are just the basics, guys. Like there's so much more to this that I'm going to show you guys coming up. How to set up multiple ad sets, how to target. We're going to go over targeting next week. Like that's the big thing. That's the biggest thing we're going to go over next week is targeting. And I'm probably going to spend 2 days on that because there's a couple different ways we're going to go over targeting. Budget, how to use your budget. There's so many different things, guys, but we've created in 3 days, in 30 minutes, probably total, 45 minutes total, we've actually created an ad. I'm going to hop back over here. So that's it. Like it's crazy that everybody says like Facebook ads don't work or I don't know what I'm doing, and you don't. Like trust me, Facebook ads really do work, but if you don't know what you're doing, it's tough. It's really tough to learn. A lot of people are still like boosting posts because Facebook is pushing stuff like that. Now I'm not saying that what happened here? I had 4,800 people yesterday. Now it's 7,300. I think actually I saw last night that finally they kicked over the ad stuff. So maybe only 7,300 people have seen an ad that are interested in Gary Vee. But like let's put in entrepreneurship. I don't even know how to spell it. That's how great of an entrepreneur I am, right? Entrepreneurship, like 312 million people on Facebook are interested in entrepreneurship. See, Facebook is really weird today. As they like wash out all this stuff, they're constantly updating things on Facebook. So now 52,000 people. And sometimes when you add things into your ad sets, like it changes. So but today wasn't about ad sets. I'm not really messing with that today. I'm just kind of showing you guys some things. Yes, like I said, yesterday's podcast was kind of screwed up. I don't even think I'm going to upload it into the system. So that's it, guys. Like after you're done, when you're done with all this stuff, you click publish. I'm not going to click it, but you click publish, and then it takes like 20 seconds. And then what will happen is, see how this says in draft? It'll say in review. And it typically takes anywhere between 2 to 12 hours, depending on what kind of ad you're running, what kind of oh, see, yeah, you guys, I didn't switch over. Once you click publish, let me show you guys one more time. Down here in the right hand corner, publish. Once you click publish, it'll say in draft right here. Right now it says in draft, it'll say in review. And like I said, it takes a couple hours typically for them to review it. You'll get an email. You'll get, a notification that your ad is running. You'll get all these cool things that say, hey, congratulations, your ad is getting ready to rock and roll here. So, and then it typically takes about 30 minutes before you start to see any data coming back from it, as far as like the, all of these results and reach and impressions and all that stuff popping up. So let me just hop into, or can I go into to show you guys something? I don't want to show you guys too much because there's sensitive information. Yeah, I'm not going to get into it today. We'll go over it later. Maybe I'll just run some ads in the background for some of this stuff just to show you guys what it looks like. Anyway, yeah, I've gone way over time today. I'm supposed to be doing like 5 minutes, but this stuff's so dynamic. I geek out on this stuff so much that I can't help it. So hopefully you guys get value out of this. Now, if you're a business owner, a business owner, please comment, share, like this post, comment in the box, tag people so that they know that, hey, check this guy out. He knows what he's talking about, or whatever. It doesn't matter. You guys know what to do. What I do want to say is, if you're a business owner and this type of stuff, it keeps you up at night, like how you're going to get more clients, how you're going to get more customers, how you're going to bring people in the door, how you're going to make this stuff happen, how you're going to grow your business. It keeps you up at night. If you're scrolling through your feed and you see your competitors running ads, or you see your competitors posting things on social media, and you see the comments in the comment box like, hey, you guys have better prices, or you guys have better deals, or your service is better, or just in general, like people are liking and commenting and sharing their posts, and you're wondering how you can get in on all this, drop your name in the comment box. Hey, Brian, how can you help me out? Better yet, click the link and go to my Calendly.com link and schedule a call with me. I'll give you 45 minutes of my time for free. That's not saying that my time's more valuable than yours, but I want to set everybody up for success. See, the thing is, this stuff's not hard, but it's not easy. You have to know the basics, you have to know the fundamentals, and you have to make sure that you go through the right processes. It's not just about setting up the Facebook ads. It's about knowing what to say, when to say, who your audience is the biggest thing. We're going to probably really dive in for like a few days. I said 2 days, maybe like 3 or 4 days of just talking about how to target people, how to find who your clients are, who your potential audience is, who your ideal clients are, the difference between somebody who's a customer and somebody who's your ideal customer. We're going to go into all of that stuff in detail next week. Tomorrow we're going to kind of wrap everything up that we talked about this week. We're going to do an AMA. That stands for Ask Me Anything, but it's Ask Meeks Anything. It's what I'm going to transition it to, because hey, I can do whatever I want, right? It's my podcast. And so we're going to do another Facebook Live tomorrow where you guys can ask questions and join in and yeah. So again, please like my business page. If you listen to the podcast, please rate, review, and if you subscribe to the YouTube channel, follow me on Instagram, like my business page on Facebook, all of the great stuff on social media everybody asks you to do. That really helps out. So I don't really have anything else to say, guys. I feel like this one was a really good podcast. So I'm going to get out of here, and everybody have a great day. Deuces.